Stone steps cut across a wide green hill as 4 figures make their way down. Barrik, weighed down with many packs, leads the way. Next is Alika, with a spear and large shield across his back. Behind him is 𝙎𝙚𝙚, carefully hopping down each step, and taking up the rear is Callo, striding confidently with a hand on his hilt. The sun casts long dark shadows as it nears the horizon. Far behind, the outpost is barely visible above the waving grass. Ahead, at the bottom of the hill, sits a small village, many of its buildings up in flames as a blur of figures shifts between them. And that is where y'all are.
Walking down a hill, see people running in fire, yeah?
It's pretty far away still. You see the village on fire and figures moving in the distance.
Can we see like any kind of shape of the figures? Does it look humanish or does it look wingy?
Wingy?
Winged?
It looks humanish, humanoid.
What's the relative size of the shapes to the buildings?
Much smaller than the buildings.
So like reasonable human size.
Yeah.
Does everyone want to just waltz in there and start saving people, or are we gonna like sneak?
I definitely don't want to sneak. I don't think there's really any point to it. And you gotta get in there to like see what's going on.
I want to charge in.
Yeah.
Whole intent is to save people right now.
Just want to make sure I don't charge in there and get left behind.
Okay. We are charging. Does Callo want to stop us?
Callo will follow suit whatever you guys decide to do. He's taking up the rear. He wants to save people too, but he's gonna submit to y'all's judgment about how that should happen.
I feel like he trusts us more than he should.
Considering the whole ship thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sunk the ship and he's not feeling confident today.
At least Leah starts speeding up. As soon as she sees figures kind of scrambling in the distance, she wants to start speeding up.
When we get close enough within earshot, I'll yell,
"Hey!" Well, when you guys are getting closer, all the figures are going to be gone from the town. You don't see anyone walking around anymore.
Are these ghosts like replaying the tragedy of their burning town? Because this is the shit that ghosts do.
This sounds like an investigation role.
Well, before you guys do that, I'll describe it in a bit more detail. Now that you have approached, the buildings are slacked with a type of black tar, and that's what's burning, because the buildings are mostly stone. A bit of the wood that the buildings are made of is also catching fire, but most of the fire is coming from this substance.
Does that mean someone tossed it onto these buildings, or are the buildings constructed initially with this tar?
No, yeah, it looks like it was
Tossed on
thrown on the walls.
Can I poke some of it with my spear?
Sure, it is on fire.
Get like a sample?
For science.
For science.
Poke it for science.
Barrik, what do you think of this? I'm just gonna swing it over to his face.
Okay, so now this is flaming sludge in my face.
Yeah, it smells like absolute shit. Might even be shit.
I'd like to make a roll, see if this is shit. Natural 20! Is it some sort of flammable, like, bat shit?
It is not organic. It is some sort of mineral that has been powdered and turned into a sludge. And you'll know that it is a common siege tactic used to burn buildings down.
Okay, that makes me think that whatever just did this, if it's hostile, it's at least organized.
So the opposite of us.
Does it look like it was just recently just like literally thrown on, or does it more look like it has a uniform spread?
No, it is chaotically thrown, and it doesn't go up very high either. It's mostly on the main floors, smeared across, splattered up, small little bits at a time.
Okay, well, can we hear any screaming? Do I know where they went, or do I hear any indication of where they were going?
You don't hear anything at the moment, but you guys are only at the edge of town right now, so they've gone either into a building or closer to the heart of town.
Well, I'll shout again.
Hey, can anyone hear me?
All you hear in reply are the crackling of burning sludge buildings.
Well, hell.
Are there any tracks on the ground at all?
There would be, yes. There's dirt roads that kind of get sandy, since this village is kind of on the edge of where the hill ends and the desert starts up again. And yeah, there's a lot of small footprints going between each building from whatever tarred the buildings.
Could I try to identify what kind of creature would have made the footprints, or like how big they would be, or how fast they're moving, that kind of stuff?
Sure, let's get a survival check.
10.
Okay, so they're pretty small footprints. Definitely not human, and that's all you can...
Were they angry children?
Well, whoever made these were not human. They're pretty small, though.
Was it like halfling or gnome or something?
You want to investigate them? He
Oh,
just told
okay.
you what he knows about it.
I just know they're small.
It's a survival check?
Yep.
21.
Okay, you've seen tracks like these before. They are rodent tracks. Quite large rodent tracks.
Rodents of unusual size?
You can tell from the tracks that they are not quadrupedal. They're bipedal. They're walking on 2 legs, not 4 legs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take out my short sword and attempt to smear some of this flaming tar on the sword.
That's going to be a flat.
Fire sword roll. That's an 11.
Okay, you get some of it on your blade. Most of it slides down onto the hilt and singes your hand.
Ooh.
But your blade does get heated up. Might hurt something if you get some wax in real quick.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the tracks and follow them down.
While you guys are walking between the first 2 buildings, Leah and Barrik are going to hear some coughing.
This way, Alika.
Yep, I run towards the sound and say, "Hey, did you do this?"
Just another cough, no verbal response.
Did it sound mousy?
Mousy.
Was it a mousy cough?
Behind the crackling fire, you cannot hear any difference between this cough and what you would think might be a rodent.
Alright, does anyone have any cheese?
No.
Eric, of all the people here, you're most likely to have cheese.
I don't have any food on me is the problem.
I have 10 rations. What would be in my rations?
Probably dried food, mostly.
Okay, so we'll just keep going forward and inspecting for the coughing individual, then?
You can hear that it is in the building right in front of you guys right now.
I run in.
Alright, you hit up against the door and it does not open when you try and run in.
Blocked or locked?
Did you try the knob?
I will try the knob.
Yeah, the knob does turn, but the door does not open. It is blocked.
I'll take out the ram. And I'm gonna rummage through my backpack for the portable ram.
Oh boy. I always wanted to use the ram.
Alika and I are going to take a second to limber up, grab the portable ram, and double team this door.
Another weaker cough comes through the door as you guys are prepping.
What's Callo up to this whole time? He's just following us?
Callo is following you
What
guys.
does Callo want to do? Because I can help him with something while they're setting up the...
Callo can look for a window with you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll walk around and look for a window.
There is a 2nd-story window.
Just like this old lady crawling on the shoulders of this hunky Canadian fellow.
Or you could boost him.
I could boost him. I have shitty athletics, though.
Grandma, boost me.
He's gonna crush this old lady.
Or he can try and throw you through.
Oh, I'd love to see that. Do it.
I imagine you'd be pretty light.
The wall is also splattered with flaming tar, so you'd have to
Yes.
clear it as well.
That seems unlikely. But no, we'll come back and help him out.
Assist with the ram.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys want to do that ram?
If you roll up, I'll yell, "Knock, knock!"
20.
20? Okay, yeah, this door breaks open. It was blocked by a wooden beam that had fallen from the rafters because they are on fire. And inside, there is a woman trapped under a table that is also being collapsed by a wooden beam. And it is very smoky, so the smoke billows out the doorway when you guys open it, and her coughing has stopped.
Ooh.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right.
Where I'm gonna rush in. If you guys don't rush in, I'm gonna like elbow between you guys.
Oh, we're rushing into. Is the pillar on fire that's like on top of the table?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, double team, heave it up.
Y'all's like poor hands though. You guys don't have any like gloves or anything to toss over.
We could wrap our bedrolls around it.
I'm not afraid of the damage. Let's save this woman.
Or we
Don't delay.
We have-
Say, Alika,
Okay.
let's get this beam.
Okay, Barrik. Heave ho!
Eve!
Maybe Callo can help them because I want to drag the woman out.
Callo will help them. This is strength checks.
24.
15 for Barrik.
Callo gets a 6. That is enough. Yes.
Do I have to roll anything to pull her out?
Nope, you can pull her out from under the burning table. I want everyone to make a Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
from breathing in all this smoke.
I got 17.
12.
11.
Callo got 15. Everyone passes.
Yay!
I imagine that you'll be taking the lady out of the building, out of the fire. I'm gonna take a quick glance around the room, see if there's anything else we missed.
Any Tarzans?
Any Tarzans?
Any Tarzan.
Any adoptive gorillas, you know?
Yeah.
You're gonna fireman carry her out.
No, I figured like I'm staying low and I'm dragging her.
What? By what? By the arm? By the hair?
Like the
by
shoulder, underarms.
By the armpits?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you look around the room, it looks strangely empty, this building. Like no one even lived here. There are some stairs going up, since it was a 2-story building, and underneath those stairs is a cellar door, but there's no other people. There's not even anything to show that someone lives there, besides this wooden table.
Yeah, so they definitely like might have been expecting this. Like they emptied out their homes, or they might be hiding out in the cellars if there's anything else.
I'm interested in that cellar. I'm very much focused on it.
You know, I knew as soon as he said cellar, I was like, yeah, Barrick's going back in there.
Cellar? Oh, that's
Meanwhile,
my favorite
yeah.
word.
Meanwhile, in my mind, it's like, it's a trap.
I'm not even gonna go outside to take a deep breath or anything. I'm going for that cellar. I want to see if it's locked.
It is not locked. It is barred from the top, so you can just lift the bar. Inside the cellar, it is dark and damp, though it's quickly heating up down there from the flaming building above it. It goes deeper down with a ladder, and then there are shelves upon which are many vials, jars, baskets full of different alchemical ingredients.
Oh, nice. So I'm gonna climb down and say, Alika, get ready to catch.
Did you find more people, Barrick?
Not quite.
No.
Just as important.
Loot. Oh, I love loot.
So I'm gonna climb down the ladder, take the bucket off my head, and begin to load it up with all sorts of, as many vials as I can grab, essentially. And then I'm gonna try to do the same thing for as long as I can with, like, any space in my backpacks and pouches. If I can fit extra in my pants somehow, I will make it work.
Alright, I'll remind you that you're throwing all that stuff up into a flaming building.
Yes!
What if some of them set on fire?
Does Alika catch the bucket?
Are you throwing him the bucket?
Yeah, I half nudge, half toss above the ladder.
Worst case scenario, you've just set off the equivalent of a nuclear explosion.
Possibly.
Okay, I'm gonna get one of you to roll, either for a good throw or a good catch.
I'm not rolling for this.
I want to roll for a throw. What do you want me to do? You're like a sleight of hand or something?
Yeah, we'll get a sleight of hand on that throw.
Sleight of throw. 15.
Yeah, that's good. It sails right to you, and you catch it.
Okay, I will, with arms extended, very carefully just try to take it out of the building. Dig a little, like, mini hole so that it has some support.
So it doesn't tip over
Yeah,
and
it doesn't tip
explode.
over.
He's so conscientious.
So while
I don't
we're
understand anything magical.
messing around looting someone's basement, Callo and Leah with the unconscious body.
You've taken her outside now. Lay her in the sand gently. She is not coughing, not breathing.
CPR. Do I know CPR or the medieval equivalent?
Sure. Yeah, you can try CPR on her.
You old CPR?
Yeah, I'll get a medical check from you.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
It's an 8.
Not quite enough. Callo will try and sub in for you. He rolled a 15, and she starts breathing again, though she is still unconscious.
Okay, I want to help drag her farther away from the fire, like back to like the hill grassy area outside of town.
Okay.
But
yeah.
like, do we see them in time? Like, I don't want to separate us too far, but
Yeah. As you're starting to drag her again, you see Alika come out of the building holding a bucket.
Best investment ever.
And you're still in the cellar? Still filling up
I'm
packs?
still filling up as much as I can.
Okay, well the fire is still spreading. Another beam from the rafters falls over the cellar door. It is blocking it enough that it might burn you a little bit unless it gets pulled away or you push it away somehow.
Ah, damn.
And it's getting harder to breathe down there.
Now that I've secured the bucket in its sand, I'm going to go back into the flaming building.
So I'm gonna start pushing things through the gap. Save this first. It's the most important.
that's so sad. What a terrible self-image.
Couldn't I just move the beam?
Yeah, you can try moving the beam. It might hurt your hands. It's on fire.
That's fine. If it's a strength roll, it's a 12.
Yeah, you push it aside. It's not moved entirely off, but it's wider space for him to get through. While you're moving it, one of the packs with alchemical ingredients inside catches fire.
Which one? Because that'll depend.
I was just randomly throwing my stuff through.
Are we
no
talking
particular
like
order.
the fanny pack, the belt pouches, the backpack?
Everything, starting with the backpack first.
Okay, because he has them all
I have a
organized.
backpack, a sack, and 2 pouches.
Well, we'll have to go through your list and see
Yeah.
what you burned.
Do I see that?
Yeah, you
Okay.
just moved the beam, so you're right next to all the packs there.
So thinking it's going to explode, I'm going to take my shield off, invert it, and put it down on top like a little bomb shelter thing, and just like put something on top of it for now.
Just shift the table over into on top of this little pouch on the ground.
On top of the shield, on top of the pouch,
Okay.
just in case. And I'm gonna reach down and hoist Barrik and whatever other crap he has up with him.
Okay, so you guys are going to grab the packs that aren't on fire and run out of the cellar and out of the building, leaving the shield and the pack on the ground for fear that it might explode.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you guys exit the building. No explosions go off while you're leaving. It is still on fire, but now no one is in danger.
By now, am I back from
Yeah,
setting her up?
you've left her in the grass. Callo will stay by her if you want to head back to them.
Yeah. So now where do we go?
Well, I'm not afraid of the fire. I want after that shield and pack still. I go back in. Deep breath this time.
I'll go with him.
The shield sitting under the table. There's a small little flicker of light underneath it, though it is surrounded by flames because this entire building is on fire. The table's on fire.
Can I take my water skin and have it ready to douse the fire of the pouch?
Who's reaching into the flames to grab that shield or pouch?
I am.
Which are you grabbing? I guess the shield is on top of the pouch.
I'm gonna lift up the shield with one hand to go after my pouch.
Okay, you burn yourself for 2 damage while holding this burning shield under this burning table and then grabbing this burning pouch.
Yay, fire!
I'm gonna upend my water skin on it.
Doused in the pouch.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. It's got a hole in it now and some sand chemical pours out.
Thank you, Alika, for moistening my sack. Let's get your shield out of here. It's sizzling, one could say.
Okay, all this talking, I'm gonna get you to roll another Constitution save. All these deep breaths to talk about your sack.
11.
8. You fail. It's really hard to focus, to see, to hear, to do everything.
Okay, I will hide the sack from as much fire as I can and waddle out the door.
I'll try to guide him since I'm okay.
Alright. First fresh breath of air feels good. You did not grab your shield.
I thought he grabbed my shield.
He grabbed the pack.
Oh, fuck. Can I go back and grab my shield?
Okay, you want to take another deep breath and head
I'll
into the
take
building?
another deep
Is this
breath.
the 4th time for you heading into this burning building?
Yeah, I suppose. I thought I had my shield, but
Okay, under the table, your shield is now on fire.
I'm gonna just grab it and kind of throw it out the door.
Okay. Yeah, you throw it out the door and you burn yourself for 1 damage. Ooh, can I get a flat roll?
13.
It rolls past the bucket full of chemicals
Oh, shit.
and flattens out in the sand. And everyone is safely out of the building.
Yeah, so what happened? Is there smoke in Barrick's eyes? You said he can't see very well. Was he just dizzy from smoke inhalation?
He was in the smoke and he was coughing and yeah, it was just affecting him because he stayed in it for so long. He's out now and breathing fine.
Okay. Is there any other indication of like where to go next or like who
You
would
guys
need our
were
help?
just on the very edge of town, so there's
Go
the rest
inward?
of town to go through.
Yeah, okay. Everyone ready to head in?
Yeah, I'm going to quickly organize the new alchemical stuff safely away from the fire. That way I'm not carrying it around into potential more fires.
How about you bury it?
Yeah, sure, I'll say, go on ahead. And I'm going to bring out my shovel.
Okay.
Go.
As you guys approach the center of town, you see the group of fagers.
Are they rodent-like?
They are rodent-like. They are mouse folk. And there is a group of 10 of them surrounding a large building at the center of town. This building is very masterfully made. It looks very fancy. And it is on fire with the tar, but because there's no wood in its construction, it doesn't look like it's burning on the inside or anything like that.
These mice people, do they have any, like, gray, odd-looking flesh on them? Does it look like they've been corrupted by the evil fog wall?
Most of them are white. A few of them are brown, but you can't really tell. Their fur is all intact. None of it's falling out or anything like that, but they do look pretty gray.
But mice are sometimes gray. You misleading asshole. Okay.
Yeah, they all are surrounding this building. 2 of them are dead in the sand, bolts stuck through their necks and pinning them into the ground. All of them are wearing wooden armor, sacks on their backs, spears, and wooden bows.
They're very makeshift.
Yeah.
These guys are more in danger of the fire they're spreading than the freaking town is.
Either way, I'm in the back a bit shoveling.
So first of all, I'm kind of sad about those other mices that are dead. So originally there were 12, and now 2 of them are dead. Now 10 are still pitchforking. Okay.
Yes.
Can we hear anything from inside of the building? I'm assuming people are hiding there.
There's no windows on the main floor that you can see, but there is a balcony, and you can see someone up there, and they tilt a very large crossbow over the balcony, and they shoot another shot. It goes right through one of the mice's chest, and it falls to its side dead. And then in response, a volley of little mice arrows pepper the balcony. One of them hits the dude in the arm as he ducks back down.
I just witnessed a murder!
These mice are fairly small. Does it look like it's a regular crossbow? Or we're talking like a siege weapon being held by a really big dude?
It's pretty high up, but it is a heavy crossbow. These mice folk are about 2.5 feet tall, so they're not tiny, but they're small.
It's like a small child.
So how close am I to them?
I don't know, 30 feet away? They haven't seen you yet. They're concerned with this man in the balcony.
That crossbow will kill us as soon as it'll kill one of these mice folk. We'll back off, meet with Barrik.
Maybe just wait for Barrik.
Yeah,
I
I want to regroup with him
You're
before
gonna keep
one
watching?
of us gets KO'd.
Yeah. Callo's out.
Callo's with the woman
lady.
still. If you guys want to shout for him, he'll rush to the call.
I'm happy with Callo making sure the woman doesn't get stabbed while they're away or something.
Well, the guy on the balcony, he sees you, both of you, and he shouts down, "Help me kill these corrupt monsters!"
When he says corrupt, is that his biased opinion of little micey folk, or is it legitimately saying they are corrupted by fog?
A bunch of little mice men with armor, weapons, and, numbers. Are the mice men not the people that have been burning all these things?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, he was meaning that they are
Fog
fog monsters that are attacking his home.
So I'm just gonna go forward and start killing mice people.
Yeah, and I was assuming he was being honest and like that was a fair judgment, so I'm heading.
While he was shouting to you guys to help him, he gets sprayed with another volley of mice arrows, one of them catching him in the shoulder.
Okay.
And since he shouted down to you guys, the mice are going to look for what he was shouting at, and they're going to see y'all drawing your weapons.
Come, vermin! Die on my spear!
What if you got a few on your spear and you could like roast them?
That'd be so
Like
cool.
a kebab.
I don't know if I'd want to eat mouse, but
Especially not
that
corrupt
would be
mouse if
pretty
that is the
cool.
case. Okay, where is Barrik catching up to us yet?
I imagine just catching up now.
And did Callo hear the roar?
Yeah, that's when he'll start running, but he
Okay.
won't get to you guys before the first.
It'll just be good to know he's coming. So, I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at a little fucky one. The little fucker who shot his shoulder.
Go for it, yeah.
That was a 10.
It does not hit. It sticks in his wooden armor, and he breaks it off with that upward sideways thrust.
I'm gonna start by throwing a javelin, and then close my 30-foot distance. 14.
That's a hit.
5 damage.
The javelin goes into his thigh, cuts his artery, and sprays blood all into the sand.
Alright, I'm gonna round the corner with my short bow, draw it up to my ear, and then pause instead of shooting, thinking, mice men. Mice man!
He's like disappointed.
It's like some sort of cool monster, and there's a bunch of little mice things.
Right, after all of you have gone, the guy in the balcony is going to shoot another one down at the mice. It is going to stab one right in the spine. There's like 4 mouse corpses just pinned to the ground now.
This guy's a good shot.
What the fuck is this weapon he has?
That's a heavy crossbow.
Against very small creatures.
And then the 7 of them that are left are going to all shoot at him. They don't hit him. Sorry, they missed him.
All their little arrows are bouncing off.
Clatter against the stone, breaking in half.
Okay, well, I want to shoot one. If they've turned around now, I want to try to shoot one in the back.
I'm like up against them. I'm going to start laying into them.
I'm going to fire with my short bow.
20.
10.
Alika and Leah hit. Barrik does not.
4 damage.
3.
You guys hit separate ones?
Yep.
Okay, neither of them fall. Both are quite gravely wounded. And Callo rounds the corner, sees the slaughter going on, but he does not get within range to attack. He'll be with you guys next turn, slicing mouse heads from mouse shoulders. The guy in the balcony kills one of the ones y'all wounded.
Which one? Mine or Alika's?
He kills Alika's. He shoots it in its foot, and that was enough.
Playing with fire.
And then the mouse folk. There are 6 of them. They are going to all shoot at him again. Hit him in the hand as he pulls the crossbow back down.
I want to shoot that little fucker again.
For me, seeing the one that I had wounded get killed, not by me, I'm going to go into a rage. Try to slam my spear through the head and into the ground of another one of the mice people.
I will go pew with my bow.
Critical 1.
Natural 20.
11.
That is a hit.
10 damage.
You stab it right through top of its head, down through its taint, and it dies.
7 damage.
Yours dies as well. And your critical miss, your crossbow jams. The bolt is stuck.
So there's no way I can free it myself.
You
Do I have
can,
to take
it
a
would
turn?
take an action to...
Okay.
Callo runs up with his long sword, grabs it, 2 hands, one on the hilt, one on the blade, and just stabs it downwards into one. He misses, though. The man, he kills the other wounded one.
The one that I was fucking with?
Yeah, your wounded one. He shoots it through its shoulder, pinning it to the ground. Its head lolls lifelessly while its body is propped up by this giant bolt. There are only 3 mice left. They are all going to shoot at the balcony.
They really don't like this guy.
I really want this dude dead.
They're very coordinated.
They hit him with 2. One scrapes across his brow, and the other pins him in his arm, the same arm that he's already been shot in. It's your guy's turn again.
I'm going to just attack with my shield.
The one that you left burning in the sand?
Fuck! I didn't bring my shield with me.
You didn't even douse the shield, it's just burning.
God.
I thought it was just hot.
Liquid
Ouch.
metal sitting in a pool of glass.
That's some hot ass fire. Onto the me murdering mouse people. So as I do not have a shield, I am instead going to lift both my hands over my head and try to just like woof the spear and the mouse person and bring it down onto another mouse person.
You're gonna use the mouse like a bludgeoning weapon?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 17 on the die.
Yeah, you slam the mouse with the other mouse.
8.
Okay, that mouse crushes the other mouse, breaks all of his ribs except for one, and he dies.
So I was just unjamming my crossbow.
Shoot with my short bow. I got a 15 for 6 damage.
There is 1 mouse left, and he is going to take all the power of all his ancestors and imbue it into this one shot up at the balcony. Oh, except that it's the other guy's turn first.
And Callo.
And Callo.
So isn't Callo first?
Yeah, Callo does hit while the guy is channeling his energies. He doesn't do enough to kill, though. The guy in the balcony, and he misses. That's a 7+1. And so now the mouse with advantage, and he hits. That arrow flies up, pings the guy right in the head, and he collapses on the balcony up there.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
That was perfect. He did the guy's exact HP with that last shot.
Oh my god.
Okay, how tall is the building?
2 stories, just.
This mouse person isn't dead, is he?
Nope.
Can I tackle him and keep him on the ground?
You can try.
I'm raging, so I have advantage. 14.
Ooh, it's a tie.
Defenders win ties. So yeah, he escapes.
Leah, get ready to jump. Callo, on me. I'm going to direct him to run to the wall with me, and we're going to get in like a hoisting position so we can launch the person who can save this guy up onto the balcony.
He wanted to throw an old woman.
Are you gonna submit to this and let them throw
I was
you?
already looking at my stuff.
So that is gonna be a roll from Callo and Barrik to synchronize this throw.
I got an 18.
He rolled a natural 1.
Oh no!
You are thrown up by one side, flip sideways, fall back down, and Barrik catches you, but you miss the balcony. It's all Callo's fault. Callo realizes his fault in the matter, and he's going to rush at the door and kick it in.
I'm still trying to wrestle this mouse.
You're going to try again. Oh, the mouse gets a turn. It is going to run. So you get a opportunity attack, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to try to grab it by its little mouse tail and drag it back to me. Does it have a tail, actually?
Yep, it does.
Okay, cool. 19.
And you grab him by his tail and reel him back in.
Okay, I'm running into the building.
I'm gonna be very disappointed. Try to position myself to a second flying old lady technique, but then see her run off into the door. So I'll just stand there disappointed.
Inside it is very warm, but nothing is on fire, and the stairs are on the far side of the room.
There's no one around?
No one around. Nope. Do you want to look around or...
No, right now. Yeah, just run to help the guy.
Oh yeah, you can run up the stairs. He is bleeding out. He has 2 fails and a pass.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. 10.
You heal the balcony man, and he gasps in a huge breath and sits upright, the mouse arrow still lodged in his forehead.
Okay, what's going on downstairs?
I caught a mouse person.
I'm gonna go hang out with Alika for a second and just kind of observe the mice.
This mouse man has won much honor. He killed a person.
Well, this mouse is just grappled. He's not subdued in any way.
And so he's just like writhing in his arms right now, trying to get free.
He's gonna stab you with his spear he still has if you're just gonna praise him.
Just angrily stabbing with the guy.
Yeah, he's gonna grab his spear at the high end, so it's just like a knife, and he's gonna jam it into your wrist that's holding his tail. He gets a critical hit on that. 8 damage to you. He is still grappled.
He's outlived his welcome. Can I kill him, Barrik?
He's your hostage.
Can I whip him around by his tail? Slam him into the burning building. 8?
Oh, you whip him into the building. You manage to hit a non-flaming spot, and he loses all the momentum in the last swing, and he's going to try and pull away with his turn.
23?
He's still caught in your iron grip.
We're going to, this time, hoist him up and drop him on the knee. I don't know.
It's a backbreaker.
Backbreaker, thank you. I'm going to backbreak this mouse person.
It's so small too.
14.
That does hit. Unarmed attack.
6.
6? Okay, yeah, you break his back and he goes limp.
This pleases me.
And that is the last surviving mouse folk, which is going to be bad news for the man in the balcony as he rips the mouse arrow out of his forehead and quickly picks up his heavy crossbow and aims it down. Seeing no other mouse folk alive, he's going to shoot another bolt into one of their corpses, popping the skull open. That's going to be his anger sated for now.
Totally senseless and too aggressive. I am not impressed at all.
Yeah, well, he's going to turn to you to thank you, and you're going to see that he is not a human man, but a Yuan-Ti pureblood man. So he has some snake-like facial features, slitted pupils in his yellow eyes, and a very angry, hairless brow. And he's going to nod to you. Thanks.
Well, I'm kind of hoping you guys will come up and talk to the man.
Is everything alright up there?
He'll look over the balcony. It's fine. Have you seen my wife?
Was she in a building on the outskirts of town?
Her and I are the only ones in town.
Then, yeah, we took her to safety outside of town.
Thank you.
I just want you guys to come up so I can go check on the mices.
Well, I want to investigate the building, see if there's anything fancy inside.
He's gonna start heading down from the balcony, and he's gonna see you entering his front door.
There's buildings out there burning. You all can help me.
More than we already have, you ungrateful
I look up from pulling my spear out of the chest cavity of another mouse person. Help with what?
Putting out the fires.
I'm gonna just be stepping outside to do some last rites over some dead mices, some brutally murdered mices.
Beasts deserve nothing. Leave them.
While you're out there, you may want to try the mass grave approach.
But you were gonna look around his house, right?
Cursory glance, you know.
It is very stone. It doesn't look very comfortable. There's stone seating places that are carved into the ground rather than movable furniture. There's some rugs. Overall, it's very dry and hard. There is, over the fire, the corpse of a dead mouse folk on a spit with all of its flesh cooked nice and crispy brown.
I wonder if the Yuan-Ti eat them whole just like real snakes.
Well, this one's cooked.
My name's Barrik.
He'll extend a hand in return.
Thanks for your help.
Maybe my last rites are done now, so maybe I'll wander back in.
Some quick last rites.
Well, I did do the mass grave approach. It was pretty fucking gross out there. Shed some tears, dabbing at the eyes, walking back in. Just to know, was this retaliation? Did he go out and kidnap a little mousy man, and spit roast him, and then the little mices came in and then set his place on fire, and then that's what was happening? Did we kill the wrong fucker?
Do you want to ask him what this was about?
Yeah.
And are you going to gesture to the cooked mouse corpse?
No, I'm definitely going to be looking at it.
It's been years. They hunt us, we hunt them.
These little mousy boys are hunting the big snake man.
There's 2 of us, hundreds of them. We think they just don't like us being so close to their forest.
I'm gonna kind of lean outside the front door and look at all the sand outside.
To the east, Copper Dot.
I want to ask him, he said that he and his wife are the only 2 who stay in this town. What are you safe from here, or what's unsafe?
Or is he using the houses like makeshift barricades?
You haven't been here long, have you? The
No.
whole province is unsafe.
Why?
Fog monsters roam everywhere. Corrupt little beasts like these mice folk.
The fog wall was pretty close, Leia.
We saved your wife.
Where is she?
Just at the south of town. And I will lead the way back to where Callo left her.
He'll go down to her, kneel in the grass, push the hair out of her face, and you'll see that she too is a Yuan-Ti pureblood.
How did I not notice this?
Sometimes it's subtle.
Yeah, she looks a much less snake-like than he does, but still the lack of eyebrows. Her eyes are closed, so you didn't get that giveaway.
Yuan-Ti, snake, man, woman
Man and wife, yes.
are together again.
What sort of alchemical things did you have in that cellar?
Shessie's cellar? She keeps her ingredients there.
In the confusion, we removed all of her alchemical supplies from the cellar. We'll make sure it's returned to you properly.
She will be grateful. The old residence was the only one with a deep enough cellar. Everyone else left for Amber Hall. We refused.
Why?
It's in ruins. Scavengers picked it over and lived inside, but it wasn't safe.
Yeah, he's gonna take her back to the house. When she's safely inside, he's going to head out with some scraping tools and start to scrape the burning tar off of his house.
I will unshovel the alchemy bucket and begin to transport all that stuff to their house.
I'm not going to help at all, but I'm just kind of going to wander a bit and be looking east for Copper Dot Forest.
I want to find my shield, see what kind of state it's in.
Okay, your shield is in the sand where you threw it out the door.
Has it melted to slag, or is it still...
It's still usable as a shield. It is looking a little droopy around the edges, a little curved in. more than it was before, but not detrimentally to how it can protect you.
Old friend, I'll make sure you're good as new, and I'll throw it over my shoulder.
The emblem on the front might need some restoration.
Well, I had been using it to bash in people's faces and things, so...
What is this place called?
Ketledor, you were going to look for the edge of 𝙬𝙚?
Yeah, I was just like still in town, but kind of peeking over, trying to see 𝙬𝙚 from town.
Yeah, to the east, you can see some green, but it is quite a ways away, and there's a lot of desert before it.
I want to go to 𝙬𝙚, but rest beforehand. So I want to ask if I can stay in one of the houses in town, if I help scrape it off. But I also want to invite you guys to come, but I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
I'd like to find out if the lake east of here is within or close to the 𝙬𝙚 forest.
Yes, they meet.
Then I am 100% up. I will join you. I seek the lake by 𝙬𝙚 forest.
That was where 𝙬𝙧?
Graham said he sold a group of young ladies a blade on the road by the lake. So you guys want to spend the night in Ketledor in one of the burning buildings, but you guys didn't put out any of the fires.
Well, I said that, yeah, if I helped scrape a building off, if I could stay in it.
See if you can salvage one of them, that it hasn't had its roof cave in yet.
Grab like a flat-ish stone and just scrape it off onto that.
There's one that only one side even got slacked with tar, and you guys should be able to scrape it off before any major damage is done.
Mind if I crashed on your balcony? Seems like a safe spot to be.
We don't immediately trust strangers, even ones who appear at a most convenient time.
Suspicious.
Inhospitable.
I heard your acquaintances with 𝙬𝙧.
His eyes kind of glaze a little bit. He leans back and says, "Yes." And that's all he says.
No love lost between 𝙬𝙧 and Snake Man.
He seems quite forgetful. Do you know anything about his missing sword?
He stopped coming around here when everyone left. We don't see him anymore. Him and his lass.
Lass.
She left to Amber Hall with the others.
Seems he forgot to tell us.
Can I take some sticks and like make makeshift torches out of them?
Yeah, I guess. I'd get a roll to see how good your construction skill is with getting this tar on.
3.
You coat the sticks kind of awkwardly, and they burn through really quick, and they don't really make for very good long-lasting torches.
I wanted to be like Barrik.
To the resting.
All the buildings in town, save their home and the one they use for storage, are completely stripped, but you'll have a roof over your heads and a door that still shuts.
Looks excellent.
You mean they didn't take the doors with?
They did take the knockers, though.
It's important to take the knockers.
Yeah, they're made of brass.
Roll out the bedrolls.
And he's going to take care of his wife inside their home. You guys were traveling all day, ran to the aid of this town around sunset. Bedtime for everyone.
We have been busy bees.
How are each of you going to curl up in this empty house?
I have a bedroll.
Ooh, luxury.
I'm also going to use my bar of soap because hygiene's important.
I also have a bedroll. I roll it out against the wall and just tuck myself in nice and quickly, and you guys are just kind of bustling around while I'm falling asleep.
I am going to plop down on my bedroll and go to sleep. Barrik, tell me a story.
Alika, go to sleep.
You all get an undisturbed long rest in the empty house. You all wake up with the sun coming through the open windows. It's a hot day.
Okay, well, I'm up nice and early, and I'm rolling up my bedroll. I'll try to be quiet so I don't wake you guys up. I'll go enjoy the weather outside.
Well, when you go out there, all the buildings he's scraped off, they are all in ruins, but they were still burning, so someone needed to deal with it. The only building left is the one you guys are in and his home, and he is snuffing out fires in the sand.
Good morning.
Morning.
We were never properly introduced. I'm Leah.
𝙬𝙧.
Thank you for letting us stay. You've worked really hard overnight.
𝙬𝙧 wants to thank you.
Oh, she's awake?
Yes.
That ungrateful jerk.
Where's Callo?
Callo slept the night with you guys in the house. He was very quiet, but yeah, he was feeling kind of down yesterday after sinking the boat. He woke up feeling much better today. He woke up right after you, actually, and he's gonna walk around town, look at the damage.
So when did Jesse awaken?
This morning.
Well, glad to hear it. I think we're off to 𝙬𝙧 Forest today.
What? It's dangerous there. The mice folk, hundreds of them have been able to multiply and organize and find these tars to ruin our village. Why would you go there?
Nostalgia?
He's gonna shake his head at you and turn away.
Well, wouldn't you do that for Jessie if you'd lost her and you had one remnant of a place?
He's gonna walk away and leave part of the building burning so you can see the destruction that mice cause.
This dude is fucking petty.
I think he just doesn't like the mice because they've probably taken a lot from him.
Yeah, but he won't even, like, empathize. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna finish snuffing out the fire that he left. As a favor to him, because I'm not a dick bag.
Well, you are gonna see on the balcony the woman that you saved watching you. So Jesse's gonna go inside and come down to meet you. Thank you for saving us.
You're most welcome.
I am trying to convince you Sellies that we should leave this place.
Where would you go?
He says you came from the outpost. I thought maybe we might be safe there. I have yet to convince him.
I'm not about to get in the middle of this. It is quite nice there. I know our Doi might be there quite often.
She's gonna get the same kind of glazed eyes and say,
I just changed her mind the other way. Yikes, they don't like him.
Wonder what he did.
It was nice of you to come visit. I'm glad to know you're alright.
and she's going to grab your hand. Hers are going to feel a little wet and scaly, but the sentiment is there. And then she's going to turn and walk back to the house.
I imagine we wake up now.
Well, since you guys took so long to wake up, Callo's going to come in with a pot he borrowed from the house. He's going to start banging it. Come on, boys, wake up there. Hero's Day starts bright and early.
We'll slowly get up, stretch, whatnot. Gather our stuff up. Where's everyone else?
Leah's at the big house there, and that's it. I'm right here banging pans in y'all's faces.
Would you like to join us to the forest?
I kinda promised the lady there that I'd help her carry her things back up the hill. Seems like they're planning on going to the outpost.
That sounds like a good idea. Doesn't seem safe here.
I'm sure they'll be fine there. With only 2 buildings, this place doesn't seem very defensible.
Rowler's outpost has some very giant walls. From that giant
Giant
gatehouse.
is really the only word I can think to describe it.
She promised me some good silver for the work too, if y'all are interested.
Normally I would love to. Leah said she was going to be moving on to Copper
Dot Forest.
Copper Dot.
Did you get some sand in your lungs there? Or we should get out of this desert. So
Yeah,
we're gonna find Leah. Say that we're ready to move over to the forest. Lead the way, Leah.
I've been thinking about what Uselli said, that the patrol tower was full of mice.
Barrik still wants to go there.
Yeah, we're still going to the
Leads
lake.
to the
They're just turtles in the forest that give you eggs.
Do they just willingly hand eggs over to people? Because this has piqued my curiosity.
I've never been there myself. I'm not sure how it works.
You guys are gonna head on the road to the forest?
Yes.
Okay, do you guys want to ask directions or anything like that? Because you're leaving your map behind too. Callo has a
Actually-
map.
Oh shit.
That's a good point. How much is that map worth to you?
Definitely willing to share, but if y'all want to use my map, you're gonna have to help me carry this shit up the hill.
Sure, we can do that.
Barrik grudgingly agrees.
Carrying all this stuff up the hill. With everyone working, it should only be 2 trips.
Unless we get creative. So there's still doors left. The knobs are missing, but there are doors. So what I suggest is we grab a lot of these unused doors, we grab a whole bunch of rope, essentially make a big sled.
Alright, well, I'll get construction on this door sled. Does everyone want to help?
I'll do it.
And Callo's sold too.
Roll for door?
It'll be you 3 all working on it. Callo, Leah, and Barrik.
11.
12.
11, 12, 13. Yep, that's enough to construct a makeshift sled out of doors, light enough to carry as long as you don't pack it down too hard, wide enough that you think you can fit everything. All the smaller vials and containers are going to go in bags. 𝙬𝙬𝙧 is going to come out and see what you've done. He's going to look kind of impressed as his face can convey.
Oh, that's the first positive emotion that we've seen from the guy.
And it's only going to be one trip to take everything up rather than the two it would have taken. It holds up fine, does its job. You guys arrive back at the outpost gate.
Is Graham still there?
Graham is still there. He is opening up shop again in the morning. He sees you all arrive.
I'll wave.
He'll wave. He looks happy. Since none of the rooms are really claimed, they will take the southeast main floor room. And they will pack all of their stuff in there. It'll be pretty full. And they will pay each of you 12 silver.
Thank you for the coin. I'd like to go up to 𝙬𝙧, see if he's in his room.
He is not in his room.
I'd like to try to track him. Or better yet, I'll just ask Graham. Have you seen 𝙬𝙧?
He left an hour ago. Didn't say where. Wasn't in the best mood.
I'd like to do some tracking, see if I know what kind of direction he was heading in.
Well, Graham can point at the north gate, the same one you guys just came in, coming back from Ketledor.
We didn't see him on the way.
He might have head east.
I'm gonna ask Graham how long it would take for him to fix my shield.
You want it restored? Should only cost 2 gold.
Okay, I'll reach into my belt pouch and fish out 2 gold for him.
I'll hang out for that time. I'll hang out with my folks.
The 𝙬𝙧 are going to come out.
Are you fools still planning to head to the forest?
Absolutely. Would you like to come with us?
If you want to pass the lake, the north road is the safest.
Is this road the closest to the lake?
Both north and south pass the lake.
Where's the tower?
It's in the middle of the forest.
The Copper Dot Forest is on the south road.
The south?
In that case, we will take the dangerous south road. Leah mentioned turtle eggs, and then the lake is last where my daughter was seen, that I know of. So that's where I want to go. They're both on the same road that way.
I'm gonna turn to 𝙬𝙬𝙧. Been in that village Ketledor for some time. You said there were other villagers there for a while before it was just you two.
Generations grew up there.
Have you ever heard of a woman named Vivian?
How do you know Vivian?
She was a member of my clan.
Yes, she left to join a warrior clan. That's the last anyone saw of her. When the rest went to 𝙬𝙬𝙧, her belongings were looted through and taken there. Do you have any claim to them?
No more claim than anyone else from the clan.
You would know more about where she is than we would.
Somehow I doubt that.
Get ready to head out as soon as the shield's fixed.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 pretty uneventful hours of Graham slowly hammering away at the shield, chiseling in the finer details where they've been melted out.
This sounds like it would have taken anyone else like a half hour.
Maybe. But you're the one who got a turtle to do it. The accuracy is pinpoint, though. When you're chiseling at 1 hammer beat a minute, it would be the north or the east gates you can take.
Yeah, we'll leave the north gate. And just quickly before we head out, I'm going to bug Callo about that map.
Oh, he's going to be coming with you guys.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah,
He's quite adventurous.
My next destination is 𝙬𝙬𝙧 City, I think. So I'll follow you guys down the dangerous road, and that'll take me almost halfway there, I think, according to this map.
Thank you for your company.
It's very welcome.
You guys are going to pass down the same stone steps you did last night, though in much less of a hurry. It's the same rolling grass fields, bright sun. You guys make it to Ketledor again. It's all destroyed and now officially abandoned. There's 2 lightly beaten trails leading from the town. One slightly northeast, one slightly southeast. You guys are going to take the southeast trail.
Yep, the one that we were told is more dangerous.
It's going to be quite sandy and hard to follow for a little bit, except that you have the map and can see the forest coming up. you guys will approach the edge of the Copper Dot Forest. It is a very sudden shift from desert to a very dense, almost tropical forest. To the north is the lake still in the distance, and maybe you can see a tower sticking out above the trees, overgrown with vines and moss.
Is there anything shiny?
There is no glint on that green mast. You don't even know if it is the tower or just another large tree. But yeah, we are going to end our session at the edge of the Copper Dot Forest.